Thompson is reportedly headed to Dallas on a 3-year deal for $50 million. The sign-and trade is yet to be finalized, but it seems like the end of the Warriors dynasty, along with Steph Curry and Draymond Green that won 4 NBA titles. And now we come break the road. Is the Warriors dynasty officially over, Slick?
Yes, it's been over. It's been over since 2019 when Kevin Durant walked out the door and signed with the Brooklyn Nets. They had a great run. They had 5 years going to the finals. They won 3 championships in 4 years. But I'm not going to attach these Warriors with that run. They pulled one back in 2022. They did win another championship, but they've only been to the playoffs twice in the last 5 years. That, to me, does not define dynasty. This has been a different iteration of the Warriors, and simply because of injury, age, contractually having to pay guys that had won you all those championships and took you to all those finals, the Warriors were just not in a place where they could then rebuild and sustain another run. They rehabbed Andrew Wiggins. They found Jordan Poole. They were able to put it together when Klay Thompson came back and had the storybook comeback after 2 years gone. Like, it all came together and allowed them to win one more. Steph Curry having a Herculean effort that season. But was I surprised that they won it? Yes. And did I expect that they were going to go on and win more? Absolutely not. So that's why I feel as if we don't give enough credit for how remarkable that 2022 championship was. And we're thinking, oh, well, this is just a sign that they're going to keep it going. And I saw it as a last gasp, amazing thing that championship team was able to go get one more.
Yeah, but it's like, it's super hard to win a championship. It didn't act like it was just an accident, like the stork dropped it off at the doorstep. Like, they went and won that championship with the core, with the same core that they won all those other championships with. So, like, it has to be a part of that Warriors dynasty. Like, it has to be a part of that. You're allowed down years throughout a dynastic run, are you not?
Where you fall off the cliff and you don't even go to the playoffs?
But why did they fall off the cliff, though? They fell off the cliff because of injuries.
He's not going to mention that.
Sure, well, but age and injury that is a result of all those long playoff runs. But then they
came together. They were still together when they won that 4th championship.
Let me put it this way. If Andrew Wiggins is not Andrew Wiggins, if they don't add in Andrew Wiggins, and if Jordan Poole doesn't come in and
but you can make that argument about all kinds of different Steph Curry got hurt in that championship run. You have to add players throughout those runs. Like, you do that. You retool.
But these guys... these guys weren't complimentary.
But Slick, like, the core guys were there, Slick.
They were still there. The core guys were still there, but they weren't the same guys.
So,
like, Klay Thompson was not the same guy. Draymond Green even wasn't the same guy. I've heard Shady say it. I don't know if he'll say it again now because it would mean he would have to support me on this show, which he has not at all so far, is Andrew Wiggins was arguably the second best player on that team.
So
that's that changes the core, does it not?
Does the Patriots, does that long era when they had, was that a dynasty? Because they didn't win every single year. Does that count?
Okay, but did they go 5 years? Was there a 5-year stretch where they only went to the playoffs twice and won 1 ring?
We'll go to basketball because you're the best at this. What about the Spurs? Do they count? That long?
I debate whether they are a dynasty.
The Spurs?
Yes. Because they never won back.
Yo. I'm done. I'm done for the day.
No.
Thanks, Slick.
You still have show to do. You can't be done.
What? Slick, you confusing us. Like, I'm confused. No. Like, you for real? You for real right now? The same core. Like,
I'm for real.
Klay, Steph, Draymond. They won 4 championships together.
Right.
And you're talking about You're talking about when KD left and they won another championship. That the dynasty was over when KD left before they won another championship. Like, make that make sense to me.
And before he goes, he's leaving this part out. So when KD left, right, why they didn't instantly go right back, they got injured. Klay back-to-back years was getting injured, right? He's not even acknowledging that part of it.
No, I am. And that's what happens. That's what happens when you have all of these long championship runs. You tell me this. Name a team to me that had the runs that the Warriors had and then have the worst record in the league, completely fall off the cliff for 2 years.
See, this is what he's doing. He's not saying why. Can you tell us why they had them two bad years?
Why does it matter why they did? I'm just saying,
because they were
look at
still
any
together,
dynastic situation.
though. Like, they were still together. When we think of a dynasty, why the three of us are arguing with you about this, is because the core that won those championships was still together. So you had a down year because of injuries, and then you came back and won another championship with that core still in place.
Down
yes,
years.
there were. Sure, 2 down years too.
But why was it telling?
There was
injuries was 2 years. Injuries.
And JD's point about the Patriots, which I don't think is a direct comp, but they had 10 years span, but they didn't win a Super Bowl. Like you're a dynasty because of the core. When you win, it's because of the core. Like the Chiefs didn't have Tyreek Hill; they won championships. Like does that mean that they're not? It ended when Tyreek left? No. Like the core of this championship dynasty run was still there when they won that championship after Kevin Durant.
And he's not even bringing this up, acknowledging is that even in them years, in 2 years, Klay wasn't even around. He was injured. And then Steph Curry, the next year, played like 5 games. Like, what? But he's not going to tell you that. See, America, he's not going to show you that. He's going to try to trick you. Oh, this is over. No. Injuries caused that. And then when everybody was healthy, what did they go back and do? Against who? Against Boston.
See, you guys keep coming up, and we knew the reputation of Boston at that time, right? I mean, over those 3 years, even that year they won the championship, did we think that were they title contenders? Did we consider them like? We didn't. It was a surprise that they made that run.
They had a really great roster. Really great roster.
Slick, I just want to ask you a question because you just answered Shady and you said the Spurs are not a dynasty. Who's a dynasty to you? Can you break that down? I don't want us to be arguing with you. Like, we could be thinking, what's a dynasty to you?
And I'm going to write them down.
Like NBA.
Kansas,
Go ahead.
win 3 championships in 4 years. Yeah.
That's one time you can be a dynasty, 3 championships in 4 years?
You can't do it in 5?
Yeah. What's that?
I think
3 and 5. Okay, I'll go that. But
we're getting a little strict here.
I would say certainly at the minimum, you have to win back-to-back championships. Like that's the entry card. You win 8 championships over 16 years. That's a great run. That's a reflection of a great franchise.
Yo, I'm done, yo.
Were you dynastic?
8
Were you
championships in 16
dynastic?
years? I guess it's just like
tough critic.
I guess giving out the blow pop rings to everybody. Huh? You champion, take that. What?
Coming up.
Well, we can argue all day over the definition of a dynasty.
Tough judge.
Who has been the biggest winner so far?
I love you guys.
NBA free agency?
I love you.
We love you too. We'll be back with us on the other side. That's next. Let's speak.